Welcome back to PFDAuto. On this episode, we're doing some stuff. No, really, we're gonna get some stuff done. So as you can see behind me, I have quite a pile of stuff back here, and this ain't the half of it. But all of that stuff needs to go in this car. Since it's still pretty wet out here and I don't feel like climbing underneath the car to do anything, we're going to start putting stuff back in the engine bay. And we did the accessories in the last episode. This time, we're going to start fitting other things. The deal is, I don't know if you see that jumble of wires over there, but it's got to go back in here too. I also need to make a list of the stuff that I don't have. I don't have any plumbing for the coolant, for AC, for power steering. I mean, you name it. I probably don't have it. So we're going to get as much junk back in here as we can, start figuring out where this wire harness goes, and start making a list of the stuff that we need to buy. Now, a lot of this stuff you might have already seen me do, like install this ABS pump. So we're just going to speed things up a little bit and get everything that you've seen back in. Now that we got most of the stuff I put back in the engine bay and took back in, let's do something a little more fun. I've got Euro headlights. I managed to find factory mounting equipment. Let's see if I can show you this number. If you're interested, I believe they still have some more. But we're going to get these things stuffed in the car. Make this look a little bit more car-like from the front. So this is a pretty legit kit. This is what holds the side marker on. This goes on the back of the light. These go here and here. So you can run that screw and that screw in. This guy screws into here. And these clips, I'm not 100% sure where they go, but we'll figure it out. So these here go in these locations. You can see they're threaded. I don't know, can you see? Threaded. To get them out, I literally just took a screwdriver, twisted them out. To get them in, I'm going to try the same method. So rather than risk breaking these tabs off, I found that a 24 fits pretty nice. So we're going to try to spin them in with this 24 and hope that it works. Now on the underside of this light, we've got this spot here. And this guy here, so that just slides on here. It's kind of loose. Then you get your big long shiny screw. I'm just going to start that on the other side here. And what happens, see if we can bring it in here. So this piece here is where that black piece gets inserted. And that splits open. That's how you secure it there. So the clips apparently go here and here. I've already got some there. These are brand new. So I'm going to save those clips for another application or when I lose these ones. So now you just have to line this guy up in such a way that that little black piece goes in that back hole. So I don't know if you can see, but that black clip, just ram it into here and then tighten the screw down. Now let's go for the marker light. These things have an adjuster on the back. This little wheel spins off and that one's going to go away because we have a brand new one. Now that said, it screws onto a piece inside here. So you don't want to get that one screwed on just yet. And this is your backstop. So once you get it adjusted left to right to where it fits nicely in here, you're going to screw this up to the backstop and you screw this one down tight. You're good to go. So just slide this on that little thing into here until it all lines up nicely. There's also, actually, I forgot to mention a couple clips. These clips go here and here. If you miss those, it's never going to line up. All right, that is looking pretty good. Now, I will say this. If you buy factory Euro headlights, you'll notice a little mark down here. There's left-hand drive, right-hand drive. If you do not buy the LHDs, all of this, I don't know if this comes in on camera very well, but all of these spots that shoot the light in the correct direction will be going the wrong way. So make sure, if you're going to buy Euro headlights, buy the ones that say LHD. These are Depot brand. Pretty nice. Also, not too expensive. They're not glass, they're plastic, but I think they look the part. Always want to over torque your bolts and throw the wrench on the ground. It's key. Key, I say. That's an 8. Now really, you should already have your rubber bushing in here. But I think I can fit it in without really any problem. That little rubber bushing does have a cutout to get at this bolt. That doesn't appear to be in there really at all. Where is it? It's kind of in there. It's lining up well. We're going to leave it right there. All right, so we've got the passenger side headlight in, and I managed to find a little rubber gasket. I am going to try to get some new ones, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'd show you the part number, but I don't want you to buy them before I can get them. They're pretty easy. They've got a couple of tabs. They slot into this line here. You can see slot on the back, kind of. So we're going to try to stuff this in here with the light already installed. All right, that wasn't too bad. Seems like it's pretty well installed. They fit really loose because they're ancient, but when everything's pressed up against them, it'll be better. Let's see if I can bring you around here, get you out of the sun. The next thing we have is just this little trim piece. These little tabs go down. That's kind of how you can tell what side they go on, because otherwise they look identical. They slot into the end here, kind of rotate, and then just get attached there with a screw. So I'll find the screw and we'll attach it. So these ones don't come with the kit, but I've got a whole box of them. And there are 6. That's fantastic. Fantastic. I'm going to use one of these ones with the big washer since it's a pretty big hole. All right, that's one down. Let's get the other side done and she'll be looking more car-like. So it's starting to get dark, but I haven't even tested to see if this anti-sway bar is actually gonna work with everything I've done. These I painted, couldn't tell you how long ago, but a really long time ago. If you go back through the other episodes, you'd be able to see that. I'm gonna try connect these back up. If we look under here, that's where they're going to connect to. That little lip you can see there sits in that back hole. Bolt goes there, connects to there. Let's get it buttoned up. Let's mount this guy. That's the wrong side. All right, that's what I'm looking for. All right, now that we got that mounted, let's get the front piece in. Now we do the other side. Number 2, in and tightened. I am sure happy this worked because there was a point where this was hitting the oil pan. And as you can see, that is no longer the case. Moving the engine back definitely helped with that. That's one more thing that we've got done. Starting to look like a car in here again. Well, it's getting dark. So you might be able to tell. There's one thing I've been wanting to do for a while. And after a hard day of getting some of this stuff back together, I think this is just going to kind of cap it off for me. Probably going to have to take it back out to put the latch in. So I'm not going to tighten the bolt down all the way and tear up the paint, but I want to get this cross brace back in. The other thing about this is cutting the car apart, especially in the center, it's a good way to bend it. And if this doesn't go back on, we'll know that the car is bent. The fact that those 2 bolts go in, it's a pretty good sign. Of course, I painted all the threads, but we'll just pretend that didn't. Well, there it is, installed. That means the car didn't do this, the car didn't do that. It's actually coming together. Let me grab you off of that stand. Let's take a look at what we got done today. Well, we got some Euro headlights, side markers in. We got our cross member for the radiator in, even the little under trim pieces. This guy's back together. Battery tray. You've seen that, but it just kind of adds to the whole idea that this is starting to look like an engine bay of a car that runs. Well, that's going to wrap this episode. We got some stuff done, as promised. It's always easy to hit your goals when you don't specify what they are. Anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you got any questions, any comments, want to tell me you already seen all this, go ahead, jot it down below. Love to hear from you. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We recently hit 200 subscribers. Never thought I'd do that. But y'all keep watching. I'll keep making them. We'll see you next time on PFDAuto.